Hey, so today I wanted to talk about what medication I take and why I take that particular medication. Obviously, everybody is going to be different, so different medications will work for different people, and you should only take any kind of medication after you've seen a doctor and upon your doctor's advice. Stopping any medication should also be after getting advice from your doctor. I'm prescribed two types of medication. So the one that I take every day is Propranolol, not the easiest thing to say, and I'm on 40 milligrams. I started off on 10 milligrams of this, but it sort of wasn't really strong enough for me, so I was up straight to 40, and this has been a lifesaver. Propranolol is taken for anxiety, and upon reading what propranolol does and that kind of thing, I was sceptical, but it has worked wonders for me beyond what I could actually imagine. Now, propranolol is for anxiety, and it works on the physical symptoms of anxiety, so the kind of racing heart, belly upset and that kind of thing. One of the sort of unexpected bonus side effects for me is that it has also helped with my migraines. Propranolol does lower blood pressure, and when I'm ill I get low blood pressure, so when I take my tablets I have to time it because my blood pressure will dip a bit about half an hour to an hour after I've taken it. So I always make sure that I have something to eat and drink nearby, so that if that starts to happen I can eat something or drink something and it goes back up. You kind of don't realise those physical symptoms are affecting you until you start taking a medication that works. I have been through every kind of like antidepressant going over the past 15 years and none of them work for me personally, so I made the decision to never try another antidepressant. But this is an anti-anxiety, it works differently. Antidepressants for me, most of them make me a zombie for a couple of weeks and then they stop working and then I feel even worse, so it makes my mood plummet. I do also get prescribed to me Diazepam, so I have 2 milligram tablets at the minute and I get given 4 of these at a time, and this is kind of like what they look like, and they come in a little white box, because diazepam can be highly addictive, and I can understand why, because the first time I ever took diazepam it stopped me feeling anything and I felt wonderful and I was able to concentrate and I was able to get loads done, so it is absolutely amazing. But diazepam for me is for kind of like emergency situations. So for example, if I need to get an injection done, so going for my COVID injection, I will take 2 of these before I go to calm my nerves. As long as being addictive, diazepam can have stronger side effects, so that's why they only like to prescribe a few at a time as well, so doctors are able to monitor how often you are taking them. There is other things unprescribed that I take. Upon the doctor's advice, I take vitamin D tablets. They're in this little tub because they come in with a top that I can't open with my hands and my mobility issues, so my boyfriend put them in this because it's a screw crap so I can get in. I take 1 of these a day and these are 1,000 whatever that little weird symbol is. When I was very ill last year and I had to have blood tests, it was seen that my vitamin D tablets were extremely low. I had to take 20,000 a day, and the doctor said for me to take these between September and May every year when there obviously isn't as much sun. Because I go out typically once a week means I don't get vitamin D from the sunlight, and my body doesn't seem to absorb vitamin D from food that much because of my intestinal issues. So I have to take these. If you are suffering from fatigue, I know that going for a blood test is very stressful and it can cause a lot of problems for people, but I highly recommend going to the doctor and getting a full blood count done in terms of like vitamins and stuff like that, because it is very easy to find out that could be the issue. Also could be a symptom of something else if your body isn't absorbing vitamins. It's always worth going and checking out. And as stressful as it was at the time, I'm really thankful I got it done, practice taking one of these a day over winter really made a huge difference. Like I say, I do suffer with migraines. At the first sign of a headache, I will down a drink and also take ibuprofen, so I always have ibuprofen in the house. I always have paracetamol just in case. I also have cocodamol for if that migraine does not go away, then I will take cocodamol, which also do make me sleepy, so I'm able to rest and usually by the time I wake up the migraine is almost gone and I'm able to function during the day. So those are the medications I tend to take on a more day-to-day basis. There are other medications I've taken in the past that work then, that don't work anymore, but I definitely would recommend that if you suffer with anxiety quite bad, to talk to your doctor about the possibility of medication if that is a route you want to go down, because I'm really glad I did. I know some people are against using medications or might want to go for a more natural route and use sort of like herbs and teas and things like that, and those are also options, but again, talk to your doctor just in case. Something that I am contemplating trying is CBD gummies in the future. Once I have my finances sorted out and I'm in a financial position to purchase those, I will talk to my doctor first, as obviously I may have to come off this anxiety medication first. I also want his advice on using those gummies and which type of ones would be best for me, CBD or whether to go with melatonin or the 5-HTP. There are various ones out there that do various jobs, and like anything else and like medications, you also need to find the right dosage that works for you. So if you do decide to go down medication route, the first thing that you try may not work, may not be strong enough, or it may be too strong, so talk to your doctor each step of the way, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll find out what works for you too. But that's what I take. If you take the same things, take anything different, comment in the video below. But that's it from me this week. I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.